All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction video. And with that, the first Nodcry character trailer for the Luna 1 patch release is officially out with Lauma's character teaser. I'm pretty sure we're going to get an Ino character trailer and then an additional Lauma character trailer before the patch goes live next week. But very excited to check out all of these trailers, the first instances of lore and kind of setup for Nodcry and the Frost Moon Scions, with Lauma being kind of like the head priestess of that faction. From everything that we got from her drip marketing to the special program that we recently experienced and everything that we're going to be getting into with Nodcry, I'm very, very excited for this character. Originally, I was planning on skipping her, actually. For those of you who saw my drip marketing video, even up until the point where we watched the live stream, I was planning on skipping Lauma, getting the free copy of Ino, or at least getting Ino cons, and also saving for Flint in the second half. But I actually want, like, personally for me, I've always pulled on the launch patch of a new nation, right? I did it in 1.0, 2.0, 3, 4, 5.0, and I want to continue to do that going into the Luna version, into the Luna 1 version. So I'm gonna be pulling for Lauma. I'm gonna be skipping her weapon, but I'm gonna be pulling for her, and I'm also getting Flynn's in the second half, which he's gonna be paired with Ino for constellations. So very, very, very excited overall. Another thing that I want to just briefly mention before we jump into it, and this is something that I mentioned on Twitter, but I want to put it on video in case anything comes about of it in the future. So at the time of recording right now, they dropped this kind of like character anecdote tweet about Lauma and about the Frost Moon Scions and about them being, you know, they live in quote unquote like a tower and they worship the moon, and you know, they have like this really interesting relationship with the moon. And the image of the moon that they used in the little illustrations remind me so much, for anyone who's played Honkai Star Rail, the Amphorius patch, it reminded me so much of Zagreus. The coin that Cyphera uses looks exactly like the image of the moon, albeit it doesn't have like the cat ears. So in my mind, I was like, man, is this, I was like, Zagreus, is that you? Is there some trickery? Is there some lie about the moon? Is there a lie about Nodcry? In the water, the future reflects the past, right? That's what Columbina mentioned, right? Columbina might have like a past version of herself and a future version of herself being mirrored through the waters of the moon and the reflection of the moon in the water within Nodcry. So that might be an interesting parallel as well. But I couldn't help but think that that moon reminded me of Zagreus. So I'm just kind of wondering if there's going to be any kind of parallels, just because I noticed the similarities of the coin and the moon illustration being very similar in design. With all of that said, with all of that out of the way, thank you guys all so much for watching and tuning in. And actually, I did forget, we're going to check out the description really quick. Like a phantom, fleeting hope lingers, flickering in forests where moonlight never falls. When will the light come at last, unwavering and true? We wait for her to pierce the frigid night, swift as an arrow's flight. Okay, very interesting. Alrighty, gamers, we have character teaser, Lauma, Crown of Sacred Silver. And we're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, now.
Come night or day,
ooh,
goddess keep you.
Holy shit. That's hype. That's a nice startup. She is gorgeous.
Is there truly a goddess on the moon?
Is it the truth or is it a lie?
It's possible. Everyone says there is.
Ooh, I don't know. That is a false sky after all. This is beautiful art style. Oh my god, just like the goddess of flowers, the Patisaras.
But
oh my god.
There are
the water reflection.
Who have suffered. Those who continue.
Oh my god. They really need their moon goddess back.
Is there any way to make it end?
Wow. This is so beautifully directed.
Night or day, may the moon goddess keep you.
Grandma,
love this.
it's dark. Fear not.
Oh, well, they're praying to the moon and they're waiting for the moon to answer them.
The moon goddess will keep us safe.
It might be. I hope so. Oh! Pause, champ! Holy moly!
With the moon changer by our side.
Wow. Holy shit, that's sick!
We always have a light to guide us.
Wow. I am so excited! That shot goes so hard.
Right. by our side.
Wow.
We always have a light to guide us.
Holy moly. That was cinema. That was so cinema. That was such a good, this kind of feels like, I feel like I just went like a little bit of like a prelude of her story personally. I love her design. I love the eyes. I always love the eye. Like they do such a great job at making everyone's eyes very distinct and unique with certain shapes or certain color patterns and stuff. I love this. The fact that one of her eyes is completely, she's got like a little emo side going on over here too with her other eye being covered. I think that's actually based on the, I guess like the inspiration of Lauma's character. For anyone that knows like the inspiration of Lauma specifically, I think like the origin of this character inspiration is like the creatures that she's based on usually have one eye. And so I think that's kind of interesting that they have one of her eyes constantly being covered. But yeah, this bit right here is there truly a goddess on the moon? This bit right here gave me a little bit of pause because we know that 2 out of the 3 moons were destroyed and there's one moon, right? The third moon is kind of like the corpse of the third moon is like lingering in the sky and the third moon goddess has fallen silent. Columbina being from Nodcry and Nodcry being a creation of the failed 4th moon pieces that fell from the sky when Dragon King Nibelung originally created the moons makes me feel like Columbina was supposed to be a moon goddess but never got, like, basically became like a failure, never fully saw that full reconstruction. With a moon being in the sky that fake to begin with, it kind of makes you wonder, is the moon in the sky the actual real moon? Is that like a puppet sky? Is that like a puppet moon put in the fake sky to kind of create the illusion that the moon is real? I don't know. And with Lauma, you know, continuing to pray to continue to follow in the guidance of the Frost Moon Scions and Hyperborea, it kind of gives you this idea that she's kind of carrying on and hoping and praying that the wishes of her people are answered. Apparently they're suffering in Nodcry. Nodcry is anything from a beneficial paradise. And I love the illustration. Her walking on the path right here and the flowers are manifesting reminds me of the lore of the Padisaras and the goddess of flowers. And then this too, like this is giving me like Fagusa energy from freaking HSR as well, right? You see the reflection of like Lauma on one side, and then it looks like there's a reflection of her on the floor on the other side. So I feel like the waters of Nodcry are going to reflect the past and the present, or the past, present, and future of a lot of these characters, right? In the God's Limit trailer, we actually saw, I think it was the God's Limit. Yeah, the God's Limit trailer, we saw Wanderer on the dock, but then in the water's reflection, it was Scaramouche, so his past was reflected in the water. So I'm wondering if the same thing is going to be the case for Lauma, because like it even shows here, she has like a goat's eye reflection here as well, which kind of makes me wonder like what Lauma's origins are, or what this reflection of like a goat's eye or a goat deity is signifying for her in particular. The tears too, like you can see the cascading tears falling from all the Frost Moon Scions. So they're clearly suffering. In what way, I'm not sure. I don't know if they yearn to be back with the moon, right? Are these really like moon aliens and they're like, oh man, we've fallen. It's almost kind of like the book. If anyone read the book of Koilor and Ukuku. So it was the moon book in 5.0 Natlan. So I'm wondering if that has any type of like relevance or connections. Maybe these people yearn to go back to the moon, or yearn for the moon's power because the moon was originally supposed to govern Tevat in the first place. I feel like I'm doing like a pseudo analysis here. I don't mean to, but at the same time, this was such a well delivered illustration. Like it looked beautiful. I loved the different contrasting art styles. And,
The moon goddess will keep us.
even the fact that they're constantly believing in this moon goddess, and I think it is Columbina who's finally come back to Nodcry and is going to try her best to connect with her people on some level, or connect with the people of Nodcry. And yeah, this right here, like I don't know if this is a reflection of Lauma, like her past even, like if this is like a past reflection of Lauma, and then we shift back to like a young Lauma and then an older present Lauma. So we just got like a future, a past, and a present. I think that's what it's reflecting, or what it could be reflecting, because she's like a half deer, half human hybrid kind of being, especially when she goes into her ability. So I think those were like the 3 different versions of Lauma, her past, present, and future. And so, yeah, very excited to see where this goes for sure. But overall, spectacular trailer. Makes me all the more interested to learn about Lauma's past, learn about her connection to the moon, any deep lore that she understands or even knows about the Hyperboreans and the, you know, the original history of Teyvat prior to the Heavenly Principles. Very excited for all of that. I will be pulling for her. I'm skipping her weapon though, but I definitely want to have her in my experience with, you know, experiencing Nodcry for the first time. So let me know what you guys think about the trailer, my thoughts, my reactions, everything else in between. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you guys pulling for Lauma? Are you skipping? Are you excited? All of that down below. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care.